Students, now we're gonna discuss some terms which are used with spherical mirrors. Let me once again recall you few concept like this depressed part of this book is known as concave part, and the opposite one, which is the this bulging part of the book, is known as convex part. This one is the side view as we use in our mirrors. So there are few terms we're gonna relate with the spherical mirrors. Let me clarify you these things. Students, do you remember that to make a spherical mirror we first took a sphere of glass and took a part of this glass sphere now and coated one side of the spherical glass with silver. That part would behave as an opaque and the other part would behave as a reflecting surface. So here we see the picture of a concave mirror. So students, the first point here is center of curvature. See guys, this part of the sphere is a curve actually, right? So the center of this curve, or we can say of this sphere or circle, is this center of the sphere is known as center of curvature. Next one is the radius of the curvature. The radius of the sphere is known as radius of curvature. Next is the pole. Students, the center point on the surface of mirror is known as pole. If I say this is our convex mirror, then here P is written, this would act as a pole of the mirror if it is exactly at the center of the mirror. Next one is the principal axis. Students, when the rays of light come from infinity or after striking the object towards the mirror, we need a reference line to draw and study those rays of light. That reference line is known as principal axis, which is actually the line which passes through the sphere from center to the pole of the mirror. So radius of curvature is actually the radius of the sphere. C is the center of curvature. The line passing through center of curvature to the pole of mirror is known as principal axis. Now the size of this mirror, right? This size of mirror is known as its aperture. Next point is principal focus. For concave mirror, when rays after striking from an object comes towards the concave mirror, as the shape of the concave mirror, the rays of light gets converged to a point. No matter how many rays would come, all of these rays gonna converge at a point. That point where all the rays from infinity coming parallel to the principal axis converge at a point, that point is known as focus. So we call this as principal focus. In case of concave mirror, the rays from infinity come and meet at point F, that is the focus point. So they actually meet at this point. So the image made at this point F would be a real image. Students, when the rays of light coming from infinity strikes at the convex part of a convex mirror, then this mirror diverges the rays of light. That means it reflects them away from the center of the mirror. So they would not gonna meet in reality, but when a person standing say here, he gonna see the image of the object in the mirror at focus center, but that image is not the real image of the object. That is one is the produced one, that is which is made virtually. So this image would be virtual image. The person standing in front of this convex mirror would see the image within the mirror, not on the screen. So this image is virtual image because the rays of light don't actually meet at the focus. So the focus of convex mirror is virtual focus. So do we really understand that convex mirror is known as diverging mirror and concave mirror is known as converging mirror, because concave mirror actually converges the rays of light at a point, and convex mirror reflects them away from the center. That's why it is known as diverging mirror. Next thing is the focal length, students. So focal length is the nothing but the the distance between the pole of the mirror, which is at the center point of the mirror, to the focus. That distance is known as the focal length. And remember guys, the distance from focus to the pole is known as focal length, which is exactly the half of radius of sphere, or we can say that radius of sphere is twice the focal length of the mirror, spherical mirror. Last but not the least one, guys, see, this is the focal plane, right? So students, suppose this one is our concave mirror, right? We see it from front side. When the rays strike towards the surface of the concave mirror, they're gonna meet at a focus, say Assume at focus, if we take a imaginary plane or a paper of sheet in front of this mirror and put it on focus, that plane through which the parallel axis passes and the sheet is perpendicular to the focus, the sheet of paper is perpendicular to the focus, would behave as a focal plane. In class I will elaborate this focal plane more. In class also, students, we're gonna elaborate the focal plane. If any doubt, do ask me, message me.